welcome back to Jen Beauty. My name is Jennifer, and here on my channel, I like to talk about all things beauty and makeup. But today I have a declutter series, and I'm going to use the same intro for each video and probably also the same outro. So I'll just give you a quick rundown. The makeup in the videos that has actually been decluttered went to my daughters with the exception of like 1 or 2 items. Anything that needed to be thrown away because it was old and gross was thrown away. It was disposed of properly. And if you are looking for like a cutthroat, gets rid of half of her collection video, I'll allow you to bow out now because that's definitely not what was happening here. I wanted to just make sure my collection that I have is fresh and there's nothing old or anything that I just don't find myself reaching for or enjoying. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the declutter. Okay, I'm going to do powder blushes first, and then I'm going to do cream blushes. Let's just rip off the Band-Aid and start with ColourPop, shall we? Okay, so these are all the ColourPop cheek product or blush products that I have, and I originally decluttered these to my daughter and then I went back and stole them back. I did leave her the, I think it was an Aurora highlighter. I did leave her the highlighter. I wanted to take that one too, but I felt like I had more than enough highlighters in that same color and she really did love it. So this is the Designer Collection Pressed Powder Blush in Enchanted Mirror. And these are no longer available. I had an issue that I'm pretty sure they were hard panned, and that is why I could not get anything out of them. They're still not the super greatest, but it's better than before when I first got them and I didn't know what I was doing with hard pan. So this is in Floating Lights. This is also a pressed powder blush. And I think I really like the Enchanted Mirror, and I'm going to give my daughter Floating Lights back, even though I desperately love Rapunzel and the packaging. Makeup is to be used and loved, not just to be looked at, in my opinion. So I need to learn to let go and make room for new stuff and not just hang on to pretty packaging. Okay, then I have this Super Shock Cheek in Happy Thoughts, and this is newer to my collection as far as ColourPop goes. I hadn't even swatched it until now. And it feels more like a blush topper or a highlighter, to be perfectly honest, but they have it. I thought it was under blush, but Super Shock, well, no, this is a Super Shock Cheek too. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I think honestly, I'm gonna put it with my highlighters because I'm never gonna reach for that as a blush. I'm keeping it though. And then this is in the shade No Way. And this is definitely more like a blush topper or an extremely pink highlighter, but I would never wear it as just a blush. So I'm probably gonna move that one with my highlighter too, because I typically keep like blush toppers and highlighters together. So when I'm looking for a blush, I go for the blush. And then when I'm looking for a shimmer or topper, whether it be a blush topper or a highlighter, I go to the highlighter section. So I'm gonna put these in that other section, but still hold on to them and see if I reach for them, because I've had both of these for a couple of months, and well, that was the first time I used them and they weren't on my cheeks. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. Okay. I need to move my keep section. All right, so I have this pressed powder blush in the shade Swirled. And I think I've only used it a couple of times. I've never swatched it. I just have used it with a brush on my cheek. You can always tell when something's been swatched. This is pretty light, but I'm pretty sure these are fairly buildable. Yeah. Like even with a finger, it's buildable and it doesn't completely go away. I like this color a lot. It gives a very nice, like sun-kissed look for me because I'm like the color clear. No offense if you're the same shade as me, because some people don't really like to be made fun of for that, but I don't mind self-deprecation. So this is the shade Vogue, and this was from the, I have the Baroque palette that goes with it. I don't know if this one is still sold or not. I'm just gonna make that general blanket disclaimer. I don't know if ColourPop still sells this. So this is more of a warm pink and the other one's more of like a baby pink. So more baby pink, more warm pink. I like them both. I like any shade of blush, to be honest. I just either go in with a lighter hand, heavier hand, or don't care. So these are the Lizzie McGuire. This one is Delish, and You Are Magnifique. I can't read it. I'm blind. All right, Delish. We gotta dry off here. All right, so this one is Delish, and I've used these with a brush. And these have glitter in them, which I did not realize when I put them on my wish list. Actually, did I put this one on my wish list? I think my husband surprised me with this one. And this one is Magnifique. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So they're both very glittery. If I'm going to keep a glittery one, I think I would lean towards, come on, Jennifer, make a decision. I think I would lean towards Magnifique. I know it's a lot hotter of a pink, but this one is more purpley, and so I find myself less drawn to that. So that's what we're gonna go with. I will pass that one on to my daughter and make her so excited because she loves Lizzie McGuire. We have Disney Plus, and we were watching that as a family at one point till my son started being like, I'm so done with this girly show. Okay, another pressed powder blush. This is the whole 9 yards. And, oh, yay, I left the mirror protector on for this one. I've used this one a couple of times. It's very pretty on my face. I don't want to swatch too hard because I really like the flower impression. So this is kind of a warmer toned pinky blush. It has a slight shimmer to it. I'm starting to not be able to tell what does and doesn't have a glitter because my hands are so glittery. I'm sorry, y'all. This is a keep. And then the shade Potted. Make it easier on myself. There we go. And this is pretty dark. It's a lot darker than what I would pick for myself, but my husband had creative freedom. But it does blend out nicely on the cheek. And if I go in with a lighter hand, I don't even look like I've been beat up. So I'm gonna keep it. Also, the packaging is like super adorbs. And then I have Truffle Shuffle. And this one is a shimmery blush. So more of a blush topper moment, unless you just like a glittery blush. Come on now. So it's this one. And this is definitely glitter from the product on it, but it's not a heavy glitter. So I'm going to keep that one too. As I predicted, not doing super great. I've only gotten rid of 2. Okay, so here's one I think I can declutter. This is the shade Quirky from Tarte. Misty, stop. She's mad I'm not laying in the bed giving her attention. So this was a sample size. It's a pretty color. I just don't find myself reaching for it that much. It was one of those like free when you join Tarte rewards and make a certain level or something, or maybe it was a birthday gift. I don't remember. In any case, I think this would look really good on my teenager. And I have a Tarte palette already, so I don't think I'm missing anything in that respect by decluttering it. I think I have enough similar shades. I won't miss it out of my collection. This one may actually be pretty similar to it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, if I can get it open. Misty, what are you doing? What's wrong, baby? They're pretty similar. Let's see. Let's get my hand all gross again. Yeah, so the Tarte one is a little bit more of a brown undertone, and then the ColourPop one is a little bit more of a peachy undertone. In person, you honestly would not be able to tell the difference between the two, especially depending how light or heavy of a hand you have. Since they're so similar in tone, I'm definitely okay with getting rid of that Tarte one, because between the two, I would always reach for the ColourPop one. Then we have this ColourPop one in Flirt Alert. I don't know if I said which one this one is. This is Let's Dance. That was similar to the Tarte Quirky. And then this one is Flirt Alert. And these keep going in and out of stock. But they're pretty good about posting when they're restocked. But it seems like as soon as they go back in stock, they run out again. Like, people flock and go and purchase them. I'm starting to wonder how many people are going to buy them just to sell them on like eBay when they're out of stock again. Which is rude, don't do it. I've sold one thing of ColourPops on eBay because my husband accidentally bought me 2 of them. 3 of them? I don't know. I ended up with, no, 3. I ended up with 3 Stone Cold Fox palettes. So it looks super deep in the pan, but on the skin, it's not that deep. It's very pretty though. I don't think I have a blush that I would be like, wow, that's ugly. I don't know, we'll see. So this is the Sugar Rush Frosted. I just got this one. It is what it says it is. It's like a shimmery frosted blush. It has that chocolatey vanilla smell. I can never tell if it's chocolate or vanilla. So it's definitely a shimmer, but it's not, like when you use a brush, it's not so shimmery that it looks like a highlight. It just looks like a nice, like, glowy blush. So we're definitely keeping that since I just got it. And then I just got this Makeup Geek one. This is the blush in the shade Covet. I don't even remember if I've used this or not. I may have just swatched it. No, I feel like I've used it. It's more of a dark peach in person, like a peachy pink brown. It's pretty. I'm not sure it's my favorite. I feel like it might look better on my teenager. I'm at least gonna try it out a couple times though, before I make a decision. Okay. My butt is going numb. Not that you needed to know that, but just in case you did want to know. That's where we're at. This is the Milani Tea Rose Powder Blush. This sucker is old. It still seems to be like very powdery and easy to use though. It's an extremely light peachy pink. I think I can let it go finally. I don't have to have drugstore options and high-end options. I'm keeping in my collection what I like, but I do have some drugstore options. This Essence blush is brand new. This is the Berry Connection. I've never tried Essence blushes, so I wanted to give one a try. And even though I hate this mosaic crap with the multiple colors, I didn't like the other blush that was available. This is a more like purple toned blush. Focus. There we go. So it's a lighter purple tone. I'm not sure how much I'm going to reach for it, but I at least want to try the formula and decide how I feel about it. I also have these two Flower Beauty blushes, and this one has the sticker stuck to it still, which is very annoying. But they're like stickers, so I can't get the sticky stuff off. All right, so this is a Flower Pots powder blush in the shade Sweet Pea. I would say the formula and color is pretty similar to the pressed powder blushes from ColourPop. I'd say they're pretty comparable. This one. Now this one is a glowy blush, and this is in the shade Warm Hibiscus. So this one, not as much. It's kind of like a mauve with a like gold shift to it in the pot. And then let's see. I don't remember. I've only worn this once. So this is not very opaque. Honestly, I would use these together. And I store them together, so that makes sense. So I would use this, and then I would use this as a topper. I did not get very much color payoff at all from the Warm Hibiscus. It could be that I just need to use a heavier hand, but If you're hoping that warm hibiscus is gonna be like your shade, I'm not sure I would use it alone, unless you just like a very hint of a shimmer on your cheeks and that's it. Okay, so keeping both of those, at least for now, to try them out. I've only used them each. Well, I've used the Sweet Pea twice and I've used warm hibiscus once. All right, we're down to my last two. Okay, so this is the Patrick Ta blush. This is in the shade She's Passionate from the Monochrome Moment Velvet Blush. And I got this in a subscription box, but I do absolutely love this one. I use it a couple times a week. Well, when I first got it, I used it almost exclusively, and now I use it like at least once or twice a week. It's very pretty, like peachy. Just light peach, pretty pink. And then this is the Ofra blush in the shade Bellini. And if you want to know how much my heart broke when this broke, it was a lot. But I feel like I was holding on to it because it was more of a unique color in my collection at the time. But I feel like I might have a color pretty close to it now that I have a bigger collection, that I don't have to hold on to it. Not that one. Not you. Maybe you? I actually am not seeing another one like this. No, that's very mauve-y. Okay, well, she's staying until I get very tired of cleaning up a mess every time I open up the compact. Which, you know what? No. I'm gonna let it go and just know that I don't have that kind of peachy color in my collection. So the next time I purchase one, if I still feel like I need one, I'll get it. I don't have it in me to deal with that many messes every time I open a compact. I dropped it. It was totally my fault. That's one of the crappy things about having rheumatoid arthritis is sometimes you don't have the best grip on things, including life. Oh God, I correct myself up. Okay, so for powder blushes, that is I'm keeping 5, or I wish. I'm decluttering 5, and I am keeping okay, I'm decluttering 5 and keeping 17. So we're just gonna scooch these over here. And then if you would like to skip the part where I declutter none of my cream blushes, you can feel free. I'm just gonna do some swatches and talk about why I like or don't like each one. Okay, so the first one is the Ulta Beauty Too Cheeky. This is for lips and cheeks in the shade Social. I do not use multi-purpose products. If it's for the cheeks, it goes on my cheeks. If it's for the lips, it goes on my lips. It's for the lip and cheeks, I'm gonna pick one and store it there and never use it for anything else. My brain cannot function like that. So this is a like kind of baby pink. And this is like the Florence by Mills where it feels very wet. So I don't know if I'm going to love it. I need to try it at least once. I have a feeling this is going to be a big no for me, but we'll see. I'm not going to discount it. I'm going to try to go into it with an open mind. And then this is the NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Light Peach and Baby Pink. I really do like this one. I'm assuming this is Light Peach and this is Baby Pink. I really do like these. And see how this, like, this is shiny but sheer, and then this just looks wet. And it still feels wet. I'm actually gonna use the inside of my arm for my ColourPop blush sticks. This one is in the shade Pretty Thing. It's like a more like dark rose moment. And then this one is in the shade 25/8. I don't know what that means. I just know that that's the color. Or 25/8, like instead of 24/7, I'm on 25/8. That makes way more sense. Oh, Jennifer. And this is the shade Mini Me. So I think I did okay picking out my ColourPop cheek products that I didn't get like a repeat or super similar color. This is more of a baby pink, this is more of a peach, and then this is more of like a red undertone pink. And then finally I have the Tarte Breezy, sorry, we got some highlighter there. All right, the Tarte Breezy cream blush in the shade Pink Sky, and this is a travel size. So do not be fooled like me and not realize that you're not getting the full size. But I don't hate it because cream products go bad faster and I have a decent amount of cream products, so. And this is more of like a warm brown, but still like blush shade. It's not bronzery, it's still like a pinky blush shade. So I'm going to keep all 6 of these, but I don't see this one living for much longer in my collection. All right, and that's gonna wrap it up for today's declutter. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up for me. And if you'd like to see more makeup and beauty content from me, hit that subscribe button and I'll have more coming at you. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.